If you're looking to make 2025 your year for your yard, your front yard, your backyard, I may have the perfect template right behind me. I got some amazing tips, and we're going to start with the architecture and the hardscaping and why that is so important when it comes to landscaping with your yard. All right, I want to start off with some really cool tips, and it's going to start with the architecture of the home. What's so important anytime you're doing any kind of project is to start with a plan. Start with a plan. Design, right? That's what we preach on this channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're back, I got a cool one for you. Front, back, we're gonna give out lots of tips. And it always leads from a place of design. You wouldn't build a house without an architectural plan, knowing where the foundation is, the walls, where the electric, like all that stuff, right? If you wanna set yourself up to win, get a design, hire a professional designer. We can help you or anybody else, but let's get into why this front yard and backyard looks so much better than a lot of the neighbors here who go with the very generic cookie cutter hardscaping. So let's start off with a hardscaping tip. First thing is retaining walls. Now we've got a heck of a foundation going on here. This is almost 5 feet. So you want to hide a lot of this, and this comes with a lot of new build homes. Now here is the trick. Have you spotted it yet? What is it about this hardscaping? It's 2 elements. The stone color of the house is why we went with this color, as well as instead of going with a veneer, picking a block that's got multiple sizes is such a win. And as you can see, there's lighting under this. So you want to think about this at night as well. So the lighting and the architecture of the home, those are 2 big keys to making any front yard pop. The other thing is you want to lead with hardscaping that is going to create opportunities for planting. So instead of a wall that just kind of comes out and cuts right over and then just kind of steps up and goes to grade, we brought these out and away from the house, split the difference because this is a heck of a foundation, and brought in some curbs. So what you'll see is with those curves, now you've got lots of space to put a tree, to put some bushes, to put some plants, to put even a boulder. You see the drainage goes here. We put in a little accent of stone. These are the kinds of small details from the block, the undercap lighting, and creating enough space with the hardscaping. That's why hardscaping matters so much for your landscaping. By pulling those beds out, by creating space, now you have opportunities for future plants. See all the space in here? You could put annuals right here. You could put perennials right here. You can do things to put color so that when things do go dormant, like right now, it's technically still winter. We're waiting for the spring. We could put perennials and annuals and all those cool things in. Make sure you create opportunities so that you can have fun with your landscaping. You can make that trip to Home Depot, Lowe's, grab a couple perennials, grab a couple annuals, and even enhance this even more. So let's take it in. You see, we even got a bed up here. I want to show you this bed really quick. I want to talk about boulders. Boulders are one of my favorite things in the entire world to make a landscape look good because they look good all the time. There's snow on a boulder, it looks good. If it's hot, a boulder looks good. It doesn't matter. You can see we made even just a small little bed up here. We directed the water so that it goes through here and then it goes out to a sewer. We even got a birch tree right here. So you take it in, we've created depth with the hardscaping and depth with this bed right here. Now we pulled your eye all the way to the sidewalk versus just slapping up the cookie cutter retaining walls you see all over the place. Let's go to the backyard. Okay, we're walking into the backyard. So like a lot of backyards, especially in new builds, what typically happens is there's absolutely no room. Believe it or not, this hill came all the way to like here. Okay, and they throw in the typical concrete. Actually, this is a lot bigger than what most homes do. What most homes do is they put in like a 10 by 10 pad and they expect that to be your outdoor living space. Of course, most of the time when we see those, we bust those out and we put in a brand new patio and we actually give you room. But they, in their plan, their build for their home, put this in the architecture, which was beautiful. And now they actually do have enough space. They can transition to the stairs, nice little place. But the problem is all of the earth that was dug out to put in the foundation was slapped back here, and there was absolutely no yard. This couple has grandkids. They have kids that come in. They want to play. They want to have maybe a future playground set or whatever it is, right? You want to have room in your yard, especially if you're going to sell it at some point. A lot of people are going to step outside that door right there, and they're going to turn around and see a hill. You're going to be like, yeah, I love the house, but it's got no yard, and they move on. So this is actually a very nice investment. So here's what we did. As you could tell, we had to work with the fixed elevation of the neighbors. This is what this was, like this. And we cut all of this back, and we used the same block from the front. And now we've got this really nice decorative piece as well. By using this stone, we've got undercap lights under all of this, and we put some nice low maintenance landscaping behind that. That's gonna look good year round. We got some hollies, we got some dogwood trees. I believe these are azaleas, got a little focal point, bird baths, some boulders up here. And now there's all these other opportunities. You see all this space? We're gonna come back here in probably 2 weeks and put a bunch of perennials and annuals in here. This is really gonna be something. So now when they're sitting over here and having their morning coffee or entertaining guests or watching the kids, because now they can play out here, they're little kids, they can look at all of this at the same time. So a couple tips for you. I would say if it's in your budget, use the same retaining wall block as the front, so it has a cohesive vibe between the front and the back. And as far as the plantings, I would pick things that have some evergreen in it, but then you can put your splashes of color so that when everything goes dormant in the winter, this is gonna get bigger. It's gonna create a little bit of a hedge, a little bit of privacy, and it's gonna look good. And then of course, you always wanna address drainage. See how they've got this downspout going? Having this water just unload here is gonna make this a soppy mess. So we actually put in a drainage system that connects all this and takes this down to a pop-up, and then that water goes down to the sewer. So you always wanna think about drainage when it comes to any kind of hardscaping project. Where's the water gonna go? We're actually catching the water from the neighbors in a basin. That downspout is connected to this basin. This goes all the way around, connects to this guy, and then it goes down and the water goes out. Now you're never gonna have that soppy, yucky yard. It's usable, it's functional, it looks beautiful, it's low maintenance, and it does the job. This is what you wanna create with the backyard. And if you ever decide that you want an updated patio, this would get taken out or gone over, and you could bring the patio out and around here. Maybe there's a fire pit area here, and it kind of clicks around. The point is, even if you have a small yard, you can still make anything happen if you plan it. Get a design. I literally wear shirts that say, start with the plan, get a design, right? Because I believe in it. If you need help, go in the links. If you want to explore more videos, go check out this one right here. See more projects that might be the template for you. This is Bobby K saying creation is everything, so go out and create. See you on the next video.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't